Well, shit. Yeah, let's go live for a while. Let me paint this fucking cannon because I already got the shit set up. I have an idea what I'm gonna do.
You do you.
I'm gonna do me.
No.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
I'd
donk if you pull stuff up.
oh, right, right,
So now
right.
everybody can participate.
But I've got Sea of Thieves going.
Okay, well, huh, but why?
Should I should I do the galleon as a one piece?
Yeah, until we all get there. Give me a little bit. It could be up to 2 hours.
Oh, fuck. Oh, hey, what I'll
Mhm.
do, so if I share my screen, right, you don't have to show it off, right? Okay,
Oh,
so what I'll do is I'll share mine. Oh, that's gonna drop me
that's gonna.
because my
Yeah, you don't
computer
really have the
sucks.
power for that.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
never mind. So what I'll
I'm
do
gonna have it
is
done now.
when I need to do that, I'll bring up Google and whatnot, and I'll just stay where I'm at that way, and we can have a discussion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unless Evan wants to do that. I mean, that's like I don't want to.
Well,
I am not here to take your job away.
it's a group effort.
Oh.
Oh, my baby's awake. Trying to get
So,
my tools ready.
never mind.
Oh, we're live. Okay, live at 95. I got everything ready last night for today. So we tried to do that wood color, and as I mean, if you can see, it looks just as black to me. Oh, so I was gonna mix up some brown, very thin, and paint over it. Hello, young man. Rorik woke up from his nap. I have to screw this up. Everyone's still sick in the house. The baby brought something home from daycare. So we're all working on some crud. Yeah, I call him my little disease vector. Well, this is actually he has a nanny. He just goes and stays with a lady. She has a 2-year-old who goes a couple times a week or once or twice a week to some sort of daycare. So yeah, yeah, it is daycare related, but it's like 3 times removed. And yeah, he still brings all that crap home. Fantastic. All right, I probably should have done it on screen. I took some of that brown and just tried to get it super thin because I don't want to paint all my. Yeah, I'm actually really stoked to do that. But from what I'm thinking, we're gonna have to get the color of that bronze several shades darker. So we're gonna do some washes on that. But this is very runny. Luckily, the wheels don't really matter. We can test it here because we haven't done any of the metalworking yet. So anything we screw up, we can go over. Hopefully, when that dries, it'll look a little darker. Is far out. Well, most of us in this stream have kids, so even with kids watching, they'll understand. If they don't, well, someday it'll be your turn. I love this brown. It's German camo medium brown. That's one of the first ones I picked up. But it's a good muddy brown. It looks like mud. Looks you can use it for leather. Not too much red in it. Which I like. And once we wash this, we have light brown washes, dark brown washes, black washes. So if this ends up being too light, we can still dial it back. And the met, yeah, that was too contrasty. And we have typhus corrosion, so we're gonna rust up the all the metalworking, all the irons will be rusted. I don't want to mess up. I can always touch up the metal spots too. And it's already drying a little bit browner. It looks more like wood now, doesn't it? As it dries a little bit. But we're also filling in some of the wood grain, and we're losing some of the detail, unfortunately. I just want to get a thin coat, and we'll glue the wheels on and start putting it back together. Because this came in a lot. I think I mentioned. So the kid was selling a lot of blood and plunder stuff. But this was the only thing that was already assembled and didn't have any packaging, which is weird because I can't find this thing on any of the blood and plunder websites or any of the other games. So I don't know who manufactured this cannon. I'd really like to know because this is several orders of magnitude larger than the blood and plunder ship cannons. So I wonder if it's even in the same scale or if it's from other system or something. Ooh, that's a little too thick, but that's all right. It's gonna be inside, so we're not gonna see it. It's the interior of the chassis.
Ugh.
What's the matter? What's the matter, you?
I just need to I need to learn to start to do the shutting down my PC at least once a week like I do at work.
Oh yeah, especially on your old pig.
Yeah. It just shut down. I'm sitting there. I brought the stream up on my phone on the Twitch. That way I could at least, count as a viewer. I just have it muted, but I'm sitting there like I don't hear anything. Like I had the game in the background and I was bringing up the stream and then everything was quiet and it didn't really dawn on me for a minute. And then I
Didn't
looked
even
up
know.
and everything's black. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Oh, so now I gotta fire everything back up.
Uh, Hilarious.
No. Sucks. Diddly yucks. Flanders.
So is Sidge gonna sell you his stuff still?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
I haven't either. He just had his baby.
Yeah.
He's I told him I was like, once you have that kid, you're not gonna be on your computer. He's like, we'll see. And sure as shit, no one's seen him in weeks. He's texted me a couple times. They're doing good. Whenever he has a weird question about fatherhood, he'll text me.
Is the poop supposed to be black at first? Yes, that'll go away.
Yeah, basically. It's like, is my wife's blood pressure supposed to be super high? No.
Yeah, I don't know about anything about that. I'd have to ask the wife about that kind of thing.
I know when the mother gets it during pregnancy, during delivery, it's called preeclampsia or some shit. I don't know what your blood pressure is supposed to be afterwards.
I am going to can I close the stream on Discord?
Yeah,
The
you don't have to watch it.
I'm trying to close that out. How
I don't
do I
know. Like, can you do without disconnecting yourself? Oh
okay.
yeah, yeah. Just leave there.
No, it's it's a separate screen that I can move around.
Pops it out.
Yeah. Just disconnect? No, I don't have anything like that.
Hmm.
Pop out. How about that? And then close it. No, it kept it. I'm back.
One thing is I can't see the chat feed from here.
How do I? How the fuck do I do that? Is that in a settings somewhere?
I don't know.
If I click the public, it brings me up to the larger screen. It didn't let me do it. Like so I went to let's go to back to wargaming. I'm in wargaming and it still shows the stream up in my
If we had viewers, they could tell you how to figure it out.
yeah.
We have a whole section of the show. It's just Dom trying to figure out his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go back to the shame pile. Eh, full screen? No. What's this?
Everything
Inbox.
you're saying is live too, by the way, and being recorded and uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah. I'm not worried about any of that.
So then, full disclosure or whatever.
Full, oh yes. Well, that doesn't count for the first two streams because
Informed consent. There you go.
so then you can't upload the first two because you didn't tell me that right away. So sorry.
That thing you clicked said you sign over all your name, rights, and likenesses.
My firstborn child and all the rest.
No, no, you keep them fuckers. I'm good.
No, you can have them.
We were just talking about if we're gonna do another one or not.
Hmm.
Signs point to no.
I mean, I'd magic eight ball that one.
I'm gonna go get the snip.
I am. I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm too big of a Nancy to do that.
Well, the place we had his circumcision gave us a flyer that was like, "Hey, since you're here, we also do adult wieners." And so they explained it, and they're like, "We give you Valium and stuff, so it's not too bad." And it's like this new laser procedure. It's not how they used to do it. It's
Right?
current with
Like
the times and all that.
I've heard nowadays it's like you're at work the same day or the next day kind of a thing.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be like a mild discomfort or something. Hopefully they're not lying just so you come in. But
Right? Oh, we botched it. You're now missing your right leg.
you never know. I knew a lady who went to hospital for something, and they ended up taking out her ovary. It was like a student hospital or something, or like a teaching hospital. She
Right?
got not a fatty check, which is interesting. She got like $7,000, I think.
She got the wrong lawyer.
Yeah.
How do I change my player and see if these is it once you select it, that's it? That's all you get?
No, you have to go somewhere. One of the shops or one of the vanity chests or something.
Okay. No, I'm gonna go find that. Oy.
Oops, I just donked the camera.
Funny.
That's also in the video. He said like there's these cheap cameras you can get and you can swap the lenses out. He's like you can get them for like less than $80. He's like this whole thing cost me $125 for this rig. It was like his entire setup. Because being able to manually zoom, I think, is going to be more convenient. You're probably going with the grain or against it. I don't know. I want to preserve some of the blackness. You're right. Keep the dark inner recesses. The main goal here is just to get big spaces of paint covered, and then back at the end we'll touch up where we need to. But usually the detail will fill in. What probably looks like sloppy work now will eventually all blend together and be tightened up really nice. Theoretically. The problem with doing non-historics is that there's no right answer for colors.
Right.
Exactly. So now we have to be creative. Exactly. So I'm going to get real creative. But the more colors, it stands out, and it's kind of a lot of fun. Like it comes to life in front of you.
You're gonna put a patina on some of those cannons, or no patina on this one?
Oh yeah, heavy patina on this cannon. I don't know if you saw in the last episode, we got some special patina setting powder and setting liquids specifically to age this bad boy. I'll paint the wheels once we've glued them on. I'm just gonna use some cheap Insecure. Oh, nice! I didn't notice that. The local store has their own sticker. Texas Toy Soldier. Wow. Be dry here in just a second. Because once it's glued together, hell yeah. I've spent an ungodly amount of money at Texas Toy Soldier.
Shameless plug.
Oh, that it's the only store I go to. They are pretty good at what they do.
Nice.
Well, they're all about the wargaming. They do go Warhammer heavy because I guess Warhammer pays everybody's bills in the industry.
Hmm.
But they have a lot of guys playing a lot of different stuff, and it's a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of stores that are understocked, under knowledgeable, or they try to do too many things like comic books and board games. This place focuses just on wargaming as a hobby.
Mm.
Man, my excuse me, laptop doesn't like all this. If I try to do two things at once, trying to pull up the chat stream so I can see what it looks like to the public, to our 0 viewers.
Chat, chat. Text appears here. How long do you notice the text on the screen?
Exactly. There is something of a delay.
Yeah, I think it's like a 10 to 15-second delay, or 10-second delay.
But we'll figure it out one of these days.
Well, they do that for like gamers, so they're
Oh,
not
I see
stream
that.
sniping.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. That is hilarious. I guess it's a real problem,
It is.
but it's pretty
So
funny.
I I watch a couple of streamers just doing whatever. Like I enjoy watching that kind of stuff.
Hmm. Stream
And
snipers?
well, no, just the streamers playing games, whatever it is that they're playing. You know,
Right.
I don't watch like Apex and all that kind of shit, but some Call of Duty stuff and whatever, you know, I enjoy here and there.
Hmm.
But there it's like a whole organization now for stream sniping. Like I haven't seen anybody
Really?
like do a YouTube channel or whatever of stream sniping streamers or that kind of thing. Like that's what they do for their YouTube.
Mhm.
But I've seen um like there's guys that are fully devoted. It's almost cult like to these streamers, and they'll go and they'll loot, you know,
I could see that being a thing.
15, $20,000 and shit like that with a helicopter, and then go back and then drop it to them, drop all their money. They kill them, get the kill, and get all the money, and then they get a free ride. Like
Interesting.
it's kind of crazy.
I gotta cut the tip off my new super glue. Yeah, there was definitely several seconds between me you posting that text and that coming in. Now I read all the chat messages. Oh shit. All right, cool. That was a sharp ass razor blade. And I got glue all over me now. Cool. I've
Those
ruined some good
character.
t-shirts by getting glue on them. I had this super cool Vault Tech shirt. Like the first thing I did was dump super glue all over it. All right, so some kid put this together, so I had to put it back together how he had it. I should, like a man child. Going to protect me from. Oh shit, that is super. Yeah, right. They say
And
live
child is
fast and
funnier.
die young or something. Yeah, this is super runny glue. Right. So I think we want the cannon to still be able to rotate inside of its
So
space.
also, just a little tidbit.
Hmm.
One of those streamers was talking about the algorithms between Twitch and YouTube,
Algorithms
and
that do what?
to help promote your channel,
Oh yeah.
right? So like the trending, the algorithms are much stronger on YouTube than they are on Twitch. So what those algorithms are going to do is they're going to get your channel, whatever you're doing, out in front of the right people faster than Twitch will.
Interesting. So wait, who are the wrong people then?
Who are the what?
The wrong people. Oh, that's everybody. I'm pretty sure. Like this isn't what I thought. I've I've also noticed that if you're not playing Warhammer, a lot of miniature war gamers are like, "Ugh, why do you exist?" So this is going back together poorly. The kid had already built this, so I had to deconstruct it because I wanted to paint it correctly. He just glued it. He didn't prime it or anything. It was just glued together poorly. It was pretty easy to break it apart. Yeah,
That's
this
the-
is.
So this is work for somebody else, not your own run.
No, a guy at our store. He sold a whole box of stuff for a game me and my buddies are about to play. We backed a Kickstarter. Well, the original stuff is already available. So we bought a box of stuff, and this was the only thing that was unboxed and already built. And
Okay.
yeah, basically
Mhm.
some chump, and that was me and my buddy because it was he lost money on that deal. So
Your buddy did?
no, the kid that sold this stuff, there was a lot of good stuff in there, and he sold it for like for a whole box for like $40.
Oh shit.
But what's weird though is this. That's true because they're having like a flea market day at the game store or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, these axles are all bent up and shit. Yeah, yeah, we couldn't resist. And my buddy, he's basically akin to a drug dealer. He's always like, "Hey, I happen to be this other side of the state at this unique store you'll never go to, and they have the thing you're looking for on super sale, so I got it for you." God, I appreciate it. My wife. No, no, he's actually pretty good about, "Hey, if you want it, I'll grab it. You can just you can Venmo me and I'll." because he finds like the stupidest sales. So I have a ton of stuff I paid pennies on the dollar for. Again, my wife doesn't care. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. This other one, the axle broke, so I'm gonna have to get these guys on first. When I primed it, oh no, I'm glued to it. Whoa. Oh, there goes all the paint. That's okay. It's a wheel though. That's the beauty of the wheels. They're gonna chip off anyways. So, Jesus, how did that glue get to the other side? Yeah, this is some runny ass glue. I don't like this stuff as much as my other stuff. I think I did. It poked right through. Oh yeah, yeah, I did pour it on the wheel. You're right. It's a learning experience for all of us. All right, I'm gonna have to skip to this shit, which is thicker, but it dries slower. I also should have made the hole on the top of this much smaller. Yeah, because now we'll see what we can't see, so what doesn't need to be painted. Now I'll have to get in there with some brown on the backside, but I'm not overly concerned about it. I just don't want to get wet paint on the good paint or wet glue on the good paint and tear all that up.
Builds
This is just
character.
some black primer, so I don't really care. Yeah, I don't want to build character right now. I want to build a cannon and get
Oh,
it done.
right, right, right. Makes sense.
Characters for people with time on their hands.
No
I see.
time.
I built that first, so I already got it in spades. So this is the finished glue I've worked with. Not a huge fan, but for tiny ass delicate parts, I guess it might be good because the thicker stuff tends to glob up pretty bad. I have acetone. I've never actually used it to clean my pads, but I bought it for that. So I think eventually I would like to. This is not a good fit, so I just have to hold it here indefinitely until it dries. Oh, clean myself. Exactly. Cool. Yeah, that brown looks pretty good. It's dark. It's not too bright. We'll do some iron banding, finish the chains, and then I'll be ready to wash the whole thing, I think. That Dying Light 2 just came out, so everyone's streaming that right now. I don't know if you guys ever played the first one. It's a really good game.
I have not.
Yeah, this one's that's true, but it's different. It's a first person parkour zombie game. Make sure your glue is completely dry before you start painting over it, because I've ruined brushes a lot of times by painting over wet glue. Fucking up my brushes. If we say fuck, do we have to say we're a mature channel? We can start on some of the metal. Yeah, yeah. We'll. There are people we'll get with our people. We'll get something in the mail.
Oh my.
All right, let's try to start getting some of this.
Uh-huh. I think it's time to set off the. I'm heading out to sea. fireworks and light it off.
Donk, do you have access now as online?
No, I
I
don't.
think you should. It's on sale for like $9. That I'm not sure. We should double check. At least two. But it's the actual game. It's supposed to be five, three allies, two axis, I believe. 'Cause I think the European axis counts as one faction.
Oh, I forgot to set up a fucking
Emissary.
yeah, fucking goddamn it. And I'm already away from shore. All I have is the shroud
Excuse me.
tail, and I didn't buy
Mm.
any new ones. Son of a bitch. Flipping around. Gotta find some new fireworks.
That's cool. It's glued together. We can still kind of angle the cannon until glue finds its way in there and sees it up forever. This back part looks like metal, but it might actually be wood. It's like a trunnion for the back. Because all the angling elevation is done in the rear on this gun. This has got to be a fort gun or something. Because based on what I'm looking at, you can angle it down, not up for range. Because all the naval guns I saw were radically different than this. So I wonder if this is from a game system, a different game system. So it's like just someone's artistic interpretation of a cannon. I'd really like to know. I need this cannon stats. Stat. No, I even spent that whole the rest of that night looking on my own because it was really bugging me. And there's so many mini games. I'm not gonna go through all of them trying to find cannons. Because on top of that, there's a market for miniature metal cannons. Oh, I have no idea. It was my buddy Marcus picked it up from some unknown in town one day. It was just a cardboard box. Yeah, this thing was unboxed, unpackaged, so there was no documentation or anything with it.
Oh, what the fuck? How do I do this? Shut up and
Quietly.
quietly.
Huh?
Fine.
Let me make some progress on this, and eventually I'll hop over to Sea of Thieves. 0, I recommend you get it. We go through phases. Someone will say, "Oh, let's play some Sea of Thieves," and everyone gets on Sea of Thieves for like a week or so. Okay, cool. In spirit. Oh, Sea of Thieves isn't a survival game. No, not at all. I mean, I guess 5 fighting, but no, I don't know how to describe it. It's I was surprised I loved it as much as I did. Everything in the game is cosmetic. So it's just you versus everybody else, evenly matched based on how well you command your crew and everybody works together. Excuse me. That wheel I messed up with the glue is gonna need a little bit of work.
Gonna be like a sanding thing.
No, no, I'm just gonna paint over with some black because the glue ripped off all the primer and
Oh,
exposed
gotcha.
the metal underneath. So if I was to paint the wood texture over it, it would be super bright brown. It would look like it was installed with new planks recently. Which I guess it isn't totally out of the question. Make it look like they had to repair their cannon, and the wood's not from the same tree.
How do I purchase the emissary license?
Um, you know how you bought the ranks with each vendor?
Yeah.
It'll, when it's available, it'll be on the far right side.
What 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 level do I gotta be? Because I'm
I
at
don't know.
35 right now.
I don't know what level you have to be if you have to be at all. They should sell a flag.
Oh, is it just the flag?
Yeah, you're buying the emissary flag from them from their store.
Oh, got it. I found it. That makes sense. Fuck.
And then on the table next to her, you can vote to do that quest, the emissary stuff.
Right.
Did you guys finish the emissary voyage last night? Those four that came up.
No, no, we did not.
You guys do any of them?
Crut took off, or Crut was like, "Hey, I'll be right back," and then I was like, "Hey, I'll be right back too. I gotta go check on kids." Then I came back, and Nordic. I said I was talking to Nordic. I don't know if he heard me or if I had muted myself or not unmuted or whatever. And so I was like, "Hey, I'm back," and
Yeah, I think we're all having trouble with our kids these days. His
he
kids
just
were acting up yesterday too.
he kind of Nord split and went to go play Super People.
Oh, did he?
And then Chet, sorry. Kruk came back and he was like, "Well, where'd Nord go?" And I was like, "Oh, he took off." So he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go make supper and download Super People." And I was like, "Okay,
Oh, he got it then.
I think so." He said he's gonna
Cool.
download it.
Right on. Well,
Currently going through. So you got
this wheel didn't dry. God damn it.
the
The dude's glue
hoarder.
job was so shitty the axle doesn't go through the wheel, so I had to just like contact glue it, and it just did not take.
There's only 3 licenses, right? You got the
Uh,
merchant, Order of Souls, and then the
no, there's
uh
Reaper. The Reaper
oh yeah,
gods.
there's Reaper. I'm gonna go buy that.
You have to
So
go to his hideout, I think.
you can't just go to the book here. Oh
No,
no.
you have to have. Hell was that noise?
Yeah, that sucks. Okay. So I'm gonna
I
go.
want to paint this chain, but I don't want to change the color of the cannon.
He didn't. Shut up.
Is it still saying sharply zoomed in, or at least focused on the? I feel like we have a lot of wasted space on the frame.
Um.
I can move the camera closer, but this is good for me. But I can also make it better for the viewer.
Yeah, I mean, given that it's models and whatnot, I don't think they're. I
Some of
mean,
the
as
guys I
long.
watched, they got like the model took up the entire frame almost.
Oh, okay.
Stupid wheel. But
Yeah. If you,
well, this is
I would say that if you're going to be at this distance away, I would constantly bring it closer to the camera to kind of show it off.
yeah. Well, I also do a lot of tanks and shit, so that's when it'll really be more visible. The larger stuff, the ships and the tanks.
Yeah, right.
All right, this thing's pissing me off. I think I need to let it sit and glue for a little while because this wheel keeps falling off. So I need to let this thing sit here unmolested for a little while. Right?
That big guy. I got my tiny human. Hold on.
Oh, actually, I'm going to use my trimmers. I'm just going to cut the old axle off and glue it to get a more flush connection. And then we'll switch to the thicker glue. Maybe I had to sneeze there. There's still a ton of wet glue in that wheel still. Jesus. So you can see how that glue and paint build up. Maybe right there. We're going to just remove that entirely. No point in trying to glue over crap. And it's like the 1600s, so their engineering wasn't that great either. The axles might not be perfectly aligned. I'll just patiently hold it here until it fixes in place. That's not a bad title. Where'd you hear that? Oh, nice. Nice. I would like this wheel to stop. Oh, no, so I can actually paint more. I guess it really needs an anaerobic environment. So there's crap you can spray on here that I guess displaces all the air so it dries instantly. It is not bonding. I might just have to let it sit there on the deck. That's funny. Yeah, you a fantasy guy? G-Rose our resident fantasy guy.
Okay, tiny human is back. What are you doing?
Excuse me, I'm all snotty.
Oh,
You need the Jeopardy music to play in the background.
yeah.
Or what's the Tom Petty, the waiting? I just want to support under its own weight. Nope.
That is the ladder. Holy moly. Okay. Yes, dear.
Oh, nice. What's your 40K army? I've been looking at Tau. I think the mechs are really cool. So that in itself is my excuse to do Tau. And the paint schemes are really cool. I think D&D definitely has a better content pool for like terrain and stuff too. Jesus, this is making me angry.
Me too, Jopia, me too. Crypto scene's insane in this mode. Yeah, a lot of people.
You're trying to get affiliated with Games Workshop? Oh, yeah, I don't understand all this stuff. It's gonna be there we go. Oh, nice. Yeah, they just did something big and the community's mad. I've only seen the memes, but yeah, I guess GW's famous for that. Making armies useless overnight. So now we're literally watching paint and glue dry. Fantastic. This is super exciting. 3 at the moment. Our shtick was to get viewers on board. Shoot the shit, paint some stuff. I believe there's a button. Yeah. All right, this seems to be getting a little. Oh, you. I might have to get some rubber bands. Or brace it up with something. You
Okay.
get this stuff on your skin and it dries in a second flat. You let it sit for half an hour and it stays wet on the model you're trying to actually fix.
You get some little clamps for it.
Yeah, but I don't want to chew up the metal. I have the alligator clips, but they're not a good application for this.
Alright. Discovery Ridge. Right there. That'd be okay.
Nice. I need something to shore up this cannon so I can sit here unmolested. Oh my god. Again, this with the Jeopardy music. I want to try Starfinder next. As far as D&D, I did a bunch of Pathfinder. The Starfinder sound cool. All right, I'm gonna get some rubber bands. Stand by. I think Zero actually has a standby screen. I had to move everything in my office, and then nothing's where it's supposed to be.
Eh.
I'm tired of watching glue dry. I have bread bag ties. I clean it up a little bit. Yeah, Dungeons, you might not have heard earlier. Some kid sold us this cannon already assembled, so we had to take it apart. We don't know who made it or where it's from. We had to break away all his glue to actually repaint it and prime it. All right, just let this sit here for a while. Brian, I'm gonna go dig up the other cannons. I want to show the scale difference because it makes you wonder what system this was made for. This, what's that? Okay, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. All right, let's find those cannons. They were literally in a pile. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here are the cannons for the guns, or for the ships. This is for the sixth-rate frigate. It's supposed to be a big ass boat, but all the cannons are only this big. So I wonder what this big one was made for. It doesn't seem like it'd be a deck gun. It'd be a terrible deck gun. So I wonder if it's like a fortress artillery or something. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully this thing dries in the next few minutes. I backed the Blood and Plunder Kickstarter to be here shortly. It's gonna come with 2 entire new ships. I was hoping to get through this before that comes, but it ain't looking like it. So I actually have this ship. I don't know what it looks like. I'm quite too close. That is way too big. So that cannon wouldn't fit on the deck of that ship. Man, this made me want to go play some Sea of Thieves. 28 millimeter or 156. Let me find one. I have a Captain Morgan sitting around. Here we go. Hopefully this is dry. I'm tired of yelling at glue. Almost. I'll move that to my side table. That's supposed to be Captain Henry Morgan. So it's a pretty big ship. It was the second biggest one in the line. I think it was like 17 inches. The galleon, though, the galleon was the biggest, but it looked like a child's toy. It was weird. Like above the waterline, it was much more expensive too, and it didn't look like it was worth any of that. Like something you play with in the bathtub. This wheel's making me angry. So we can add some of that fast drying stuff. That's a way to do this without screwing everything up. Oh shit, no, that's 2 running. We're not even gonna risk it. All right. Well, this hasn't been very exciting. So I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna let this piece of shit dry. I gotta go find some string and some I don't know, make this thing glue back together. It's making me angry. I don't want to damage any of the paint we've already done. So this concludes our broadcast today. At least we got more of our
We're not
bugs and our kinks worked out, and we'll try something different later.
You're not going to stream Sea of Thieves?
No, well maybe later. Disconnect.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for watching Dungeons and Doodads. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Good
thanks
name.
for hanging out.
Yeah, you're our first actual lurker. We appreciate it.
I followed him
Maybe
back.
next time.
So.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll have my other account do the same. Cool. All right. You guys have a good one. Take care.